Hey guys, got a special video for you. You may be wondering what exactly is June 19th. I just wanted to talk to you guys about that real quick and then read the Gettysburg Address by our 16th President, Abraham Lincoln, to you guys, and just make some correlations to today that you can apply to your life. So thank you for joining us here at Modeling Manhood. And just kind of want to set the stage here for what exactly June 19th is. So our country in 1861 was in a civil war when South Carolina seceded from the Union and other states joined, and we had basically nation against nation. And I don't care where you guys are from. Maybe you're from the South, maybe you're from the North, but brother was basically fighting against brother. And the South had advanced through the Civil War up into Pennsylvania in a town called Gettysburg. And President Lincoln came and commemorated that site there. And if you guys are wondering what exactly the Civil War was fought over, it was basically fought over a couple of things. And I don't want to get into too many details for that, but one of the biggest things was slavery here in the United States. And they wanted to see an end to slavery, and we still have slavery today in this day and age that we live in, and it's kind of discouraging. And the second thing that the Civil War was fought over was states' rights, and we still have that conflict between state government and federal government sometimes. But in 1863, after the Battle of Gettysburg, President Lincoln arrived, and this is a new book that I'm reading. It's called Speeches That Changed the World. And I just wanted to read to you guys the Gettysburg Address here, if I can find it. "Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on this great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who gave their lives, that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this, but in the larger sense, we cannot dedicate nor cannot concentrate. We cannot hollow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggle here have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or retract. The world with little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather than to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave their last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, for the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from this earth." And that was Lincoln's words in 1863, and they still apply to us here today. We have conflict in our nation, whether you're from the South or the North, whether you're a Chevy guy or a Ford guy, or whether you like red tractors or green tractors. That really doesn't matter. But I want to just kind of leave you guys with these thoughts. A couple things in the Gettysburg Address still stand out today. Did those people die in vain? And I just want to ask you guys that. There is still slavery in this world today. If you think of like sex trafficking and a nation rising against other nations in other parts of the world, where they're taking innocent souls captive and just exploiting them, whether for work or for other reasons. It's just, it's really heartbreaking. And we still have racial issues, whether you're black or white or yellow or whatever color you are. We all have melatonin in us. We all can go back and date our family lineage to either Adam or Noah after the flood. And it's just humbling to just stop and think about all those men that gave their lives during the Civil War and since then and before then for the freedoms that we have in this country. And I'm excited today on June 19th just to tell you guys that there was an end to slavery in 1865 on this day at the end of the Civil War. And there's still a battle raging in this country and other parts of the world. And I would just encourage you guys to do your part. Make sure you thank those that need to be thanked. If you need to get a hold of politicians or whatever you need to do, be at peace with each other. Jesus didn't die in vain either. And if we think back to 2,000 plus years ago when he died, he wants us to do our part while we're still here too. We need to make sure that he didn't die in vain when he gave his life at Calvary on the cross. So are you willing to stand with me and other believers and share the gospel to a world that needs to know about a Savior who loves them and cares for them? So that's what June 19th is to me. Love to get the word out and just encourage you guys in that way. And excited to just be part of this and bringing this to you today, special edition. As always, remember to mirror your maker and journey with Jesus.